Thank you for letting me come up with this opportunity. I just jotted some stuff down. I came here on my daughter's behalf and all other parents. Kind of referring to Title IX. It's for fairness for women's sports. And I love seeing we have pole vault for girls now. Ramona has one of the largest pole vault teams out there. We have flag football. Amazing. Unfortunately, we're seeing more biological males coming as females, and they're dominating sports right now. It's hard. My daughter didn't run her favorite sport yesterday because a guy came and he's dominating. She has 13 CIF patches and didn't run because we're allowing this to come into our schools and take opportunities away from our girls. I'm not a crier. I'm just angry and I'm frustrated why we let an average male athlete, biological male, can come in and be a top female. You can take the times I ran my freshman year. I would have won the state of California 35 times in a row. That's the difference in a male and a female, but we continue to allow this. These girls are discouraged, they feel hopeless, and they're quitting. We need to make it stop. I'm done. I'm so done with it. And I'm gonna leave it 53 seconds on there because it's just common sense and just it needs to be fixed. Stop taking things away from our little girls.
Parents are coming to me, I have a lot of friends that have daughters there and they're not comfortable with having boys change. These are 13-year-olds. These are not high schoolers. These are 13-year-olds. They're going through puberty, they're nervous as it is, and they don't want to change in front of a boy. We want to protect all kids. All kids deserve protection. My kids don't lose their protection when they walk in your door. They don't lose their rights. They don't lose. So why should our kids have to now give up their religious, modesty and have to change in front of a boy just to appease someone else? My kids' rights don't end. So religion is a protected class. I've said it a million times, and this district wants to pretend like it isn't. And what our president just did with Title IX is ridiculous. And we all know it's going to be challenged in the court. And thankfully, our Supreme Court has a lot more common sense than our president, so it will be repealed. But in the meantime, our kids don't need to suffer. You're bleeding 500 kids a year, and you're going to bleed even more. I met with a school board president from another district, and she said, we're gaining 600 kids a year because people are coming to our district to get away from woke districts because they don't have to deal with that. So I hope that you start listening to all your parents.
I'm here today to urge you to continue being proactive about LGBTQ student support. Over the past year, we have witnessed a wave of anti-LGBTQ policies being discussed or implemented in school districts across California. These policies have disproportionately targeted transgender and gender nonconforming youth by centering discriminatory practices that would prevent them from accessing school activities or resources based on their gender identity. These practices would also non-consensually out trans students to their parents, oftentimes putting LGBTQ students in more danger within households where their identities are not supported or understood. We know that RUSD has a track record of supporting LGBTQ youth, and we want to commend you for that work, especially in light of so much bigotry. And I hope that you as a district continue to stay on the right side of history.
I'm standing here today to encourage RUSD to continue upholding a safe, fair, and equitable environment for LGBTQ students, especially of the transgender community. At my school, I can confidently say that I feel heard and supported as a member of this community. With clubs like GSA and supportive faculty, STEM is on a great trajectory. Students have been able to display themselves through their work, especially with projects. One student in my senior class even was able to research how AI technology could or could not recognize non-binary people for their science fair project. I believe the impacts of maintaining an environment like this is essential for student expression and supporting each and every student's passions and endeavors, and I encourage RUSD to continue upholding this safe, fair, and equitable environment for all students, especially the LGBTQ.